Welcome back, guys, to the next race, the Portuguese Grand Prix. So this is the home Grand Prix. Hopefully we can get a better start out of this one. We've had 2 DNFs in the first 2 races. Not too great from us, but as you can see, they max the Red Bulls on top. And it's just been very tough for us, to be honest. We just haven't found it. Hopefully our home Grand Prix will give it to us. And yeah, as we get a function going on there, as we go into qualifying, I'll see you then. As we come into qualifying, it is intermediate conditions. It is raining, so that just helps us out a lot worse, basically, because that means people will have a free choice of tires at the beginning of the race. So yeah, as we go out here for the first one, I will talk through this one as we come here to almost start our lap. As you see, lose the back end there a little bit. And yeah, as we come around this big corner here, big corner, he has to let off the throttle there a little bit, which screwed my run. But yeah, as we go to turn 1, we're behind one of the Alpines, heading 307. That was max. Broke too early there, but very weak there. Wasn't too sure about the rain. As we get too much curve and we lose the back end. So yeah, which is not too good. We didn't break anything, and there we go. So I decided, yeah, we have enough fuel to go for another lap. And what did we do? We went for another lap. I felt like we needed that other lap. We needed that lap. As we come in, and we're not burning it too much, losing the back end for no reason there. Don't need to be losing the back end. So yeah, as we come around the last corner technically before we go into the straight, and now we go around this big corner, the big last corner, and we go for our second run where I will not talk and it just let it go through.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
as we put in a lap that puts us in P7, which is a good lap, to be honest. But we had to go for that second run just to put in a better lap. As you see there, we did extremely well to get into the top 10, basically now the top 13. But to me, I was deciding, yeah, it's still very the same wetness. I don't need to go again and burn another set because I'm very high up. So at this point, I didn't even go out for another run because I knew I was going to be in Q2. So I stayed in and let the clock run down. But I was a bit scared. And we'll see if I made it through. As we go down P16, just made it through, just beat our teammate to get through. Wow, that was scary. So yeah, as we go on to Q2, nice and easy into this Q2. We're not trying to push the car to where it's supposed to be. But yeah, as we go out, for our lap again in Q2 this time to see where we could get the car, as we already go a little bit wide on our out lap. It's a bit hectic. As we come around the last corner, yeah, to get the lap in, as you'll see, we go all the way to the first corner, seeing if we can break a little bit later from like quali 1, as you see there. But as we do go on over, we do damage, I'm certain we do damage the car there, but it's not a problem. Didn't feel anything at this point. As we spin again for the second time this quali in the qualifications, we've spun on the first opening lap for ourselves. So we probably will go for another run, and I will probably be quiet for that one. So at this point, I was very upset with myself because I feel like I have the pace to be in the quali 3, but probably not. As we push on, spun at the same place twice in 2 different qualies. As we come around the last few corners, as this one we go as we do go wide on that one, as we will go on this lap, and I won't say nothing.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
as we do put a lap to go P8, which is impressive again, ahead of the Aston Martins. So we definitely do have the pace to be with the Aston Martins, but that's also quali pace. We don't know about race pace. So for I was also thinking to myself, we need to go for another lap so we can see if we can get into the Q3. And yeah, as we run the clock down and as we go out now, I'll walk us through this quali lap as we come to that position. As we come around the couple corners left, and then we'll start our lap.
2 minutes remaining in the session. We need a good lap here or we're out of qualifying.
As you see, we're in 11th in P11, so we need a good lap just to get above Gasly and them. As you got all the way to the first corner, gaining time, braking so much later than usual, and getting all that time 1/10 up, losing it in the fourth corner.
This rain could be with us for a while.
And then I gained it in the fifth corner, 3/10 up, 4/10 up, as we lose some more time, as we don't want to lose the back end, as we are 4/10 up, losing time. As we lose a lot of time there because of the slide. Still 3/10 up. That's a good amount of time gained. As we go, lose the back end, lost all that time that we gained. As we lose the back end again, that's 4 times now. As we put the foot down and we floor it, and we just go, and we go, and we all the way to the first corner, 4/10 up, 4/10 gained, and that puts us in P10. So we see the ones behind us. Do they overtake us? Because we did push Fernando Alonso down. As we see Fernando Alonso go in. Fernando Alonso gets it. He gets it. Which screws us completely because we're in P11. And we are 3 seconds off them. No, we're not 3 seconds off them. But unfortunately we couldn't get into quali 3. So yeah. Hopefully in the race we'll do well. And in the race, I will not be commentating, only towards the end, because my voice is getting a bit sick and all that. So, see you in the race.
The Formula One circus has made its way to the southern coast of Portugal this week, and it's preparing for what I expect to be a terrific race here in Portimao. So Portimao features 15 turns over the course of its 2.9-mile length. 9 are right-handers, 6 are to the left. And this is a track with a lot of uphill action, which only accentuates the importance of getting those exits right, especially at turn 4, where a good line can present opportunities to pass on the way into turn 5. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are 3 main things to worry about there, Crofty. Positioning, awareness and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. It's Sergio Perez on pole position today, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Bottas, Leclerc, Carlos Sainz, and Norris, Gasly, Ricciardo, Fernando Alonso, and Mitchell, Tsunoda, Vettel, Esteban Ocon, and Verstappen, Raikkonen, Stroll, Robert Schwartzman, and Antonio Giovinazzi, Russell, Mick Schumacher, Latifi, and Nikita Mazepin. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap. Okay, gap ahead is 2.7 seconds. Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the ICE. Be aware that we will start to see a loss of power. Our gap to the car in front is 3.8 seconds. Side pods have taken damage. You may start to pick up a little drag. to start losing some tyre grip around now. Pods have taken damage. Keep an eye on your engine temperature. Cooling may be adversely affected. The underbody's taken some damage. You may start to notice it. Okay, watch your pace. We've been informed that the safety car is out. There appears to have been an issue with multiple stopped vehicles on the track. A new strategy is available on the MFD. Understood, copy that. Damage to the rear wing. You have damage to your rear wing. The underbody's taken a little damage. Watch out for it. Robert is in the pits. Robert in the pits. Exit. Exit now. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres. the rear wing, you've taken some slight damage. You've got damage to the rear wing. Expect some slight impact to performance. Let's catch up to the field a bit. We're dropping too far back. Remember that we need to stay within 10 car lengths of the next car.
So Mercedes have won it, and what a great race it was. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
Well, they played the safety car to absolute perfection. There are so many factors to worry about once the race is neutralised. I mean, do you pit for fresh rubber? Do you have the space behind you? How much fuel can you save? If you answer all of those questions correctly, you'll have a good chance. And that's exactly what happened today.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today. So then,
As the races ended, as you guys saw, wasn't the best race for our team, for me especially. Max diving inside, screwing us over there, and the third DNF of the season. So not a good reputation for our team, but hopefully Spain is up next, and hopefully we'll do well there. So I'll see you guys in the next video.
As they make their way up the standings. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.